It looks dark, doesn't it?
Let me turn that light on. We're all weird.
What?
Hey, at least I can see.
That works. That's better. No, tip it back up, Eli. Oh, that just blinded me. That works. Now we're looking better. And somebody's watching already.
Probably Melissa. Thomas's.
Make sure we're on live chat. We are. Awesome. And we got notification that we are live on our channel.
I was trying to post it, but I didn't. Anyhow, that's how we roll. We're set up a little bit different, so that's my seat stuff.
If I lean in, you can't see it. And nobody's watching. Somebody was watching and then they left.
Oh, I got the hiccups. Guess we're just going to chill till somebody shows up.
So somebody says something in the comments. We're not saying anything. Taking a vow of silence.
Well, that's not true.
Oh, okay. Get off your phone.
I'm trying to share the link. Would you chill?
Oh. 2 people are watching. Sound off in the comments so we know we're here. It's Dallas and it's John. Hey, guys.
There. Ah. Sorry, y'all. You can talk.
Just waiting on you.
You don't need to wait on me.
Just waiting on you.
You're such a jerk.
Well, to Dallas and John, the only 2 here right now, welcome to the Dustin and Cassie Show, episode number 60. 60 episodes. That's like
I don't know why y'all watch.
3 seasons of a normal TV show. I am Dustin. Oh, there's 2 more people just jumped in. And this is Cassie, sporting the sexy specs tonight.
Trying to be able to see.
You know what's the best way to see?
To have my eyes open.
Open your eyes. Yep. That's the best way to see.
In my case, one.
You can open them both. Hey, Josh. I remember who that was this time. So, we haven't been here in a few weeks.
We're slacking.
Added to his dad jokes. Let's see. The last time we were on here. Oh, that was the time before last. We went to the Mootrias.
Who cares?
I'm trying to think of everything that's happened in the last 2 weeks. I got into another accident. I got rear-ended again.
I'm pretty sure we talked about that.
No.
Yes, we did.
No, I don't think we did.
Yes, we did. We talked about it the last time we were on, because we were on the week after we were at the Mootrias, and we talked about it then.
Did we?
Yes, sir.
I got rear-ended in my semi-truck. If I haven't told this story on here, I know John knows that because I told him.
We told the story on here.
We did?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it happened, because we talked about it at the Mootrias. It was that long ago, babe.
No. I don't think so.
Okay. Now we're going to have to go watch our last show so that I can prove you wrong. What do I get? Because we talked about it.
Anyway, I'm okay. I guess I won't, unless somebody says no, you didn't talk about it. I won't repeat it. I'm pretty sure I didn't though.
Talk about it to make yourself feel better, but we did talk about it.
Have we been on here since Passover?
Yes.
Okay. Because it's been 2 weeks since we've done a show.
Oh my gosh, Dustin.
Anyway, had a good week at work this week. I left on Monday. I was back. Eli got to ride with me on Monday. I went to Columbia, Missouri, and back. He rode with me for the day. I don't remember hearing about it, but I may be wrong. You're probably not wrong, Dallas. I don't think we talked about it. Because it was the Monday before the last day of unleavened bread.
Talk about it then.
So
he's gotten so many accidents, I don't even know.
Shush, it's only the second one this year. Both of them not my fault.
That's what he said.
So it would have been the Sunday after Passover. So that would have been what, first fruits, right? I drove over to Atwood, Tennessee, delivered Monday morning. And then that day when I left on Sunday, we had a major storm that came through, and I drove through part of it down by Rudy, 4th Smith, and the storm got ahead of me, and then I got back on 40, and I had to drive through the storm for about 30 miles or so just to get through it, because it was a narrow band, but it was a very powerful band. Got through it, and then stayed ahead of it all the way across Arkansas. Like, I was going to stop in Russellville and get fuel, and it was like right behind me. So I'm like, nah, I'm not going to stop. It'll catch up to me and I'll have to drive through it all over again. So it kind of caught up to me a little bit by Little Rock. I stayed ahead of it, got through Memphis, got to my stop that night. Good to go. Delivered the next morning, and I thought I had enough fuel. I was able to make it all the way back to Memphis, but then I was like at 1/8 of a tank. I'm like, I'm not sure I can drive the 2 hours back to Memphis without running out of fuel. So I decided to go down to, I think it was Johnson, Tennessee. I had to come out to the highway by there, but I just needed to drive 3 miles back to the east to get fuel. And then I would get fuel, and then I'd be a nonstop drive from there all the way back to home. Well, got off the exit ramp there, sitting at a light waiting to turn at the end of the exit ramp, and I got rear-ended by some people in a car. And needless to say, the driver of the vehicle did not want to take responsibility for the accident. He switched seats with the passenger. The driver was a security guard and was open carrying a pistol. At one point when I was on the phone with 911 in my truck, after running back there to make sure they were fine, went back to my truck and called 911. He jumps in my truck, pistol still on his hip, and they basically asked me not to report this to the cops. And I'm like, man, I can't. If I don't, I lose my job, you know? So then one of his passengers decided she wanted to go in an ambulance. Then I had to go to the truck stop afterwards, wait for an insurance adjuster to drive out from Memphis to take pictures of my truck and get a statement. And then because that woman decided she wanted to go in an ambulance, I had to then go do a drug test in Memphis. Got there, had a whole other little incident there with being able to park my big truck in their parking lot with a trailer. They didn't want to allow it. There was some bushes that got ran over, so that was a whole other accident in and of itself. And so, long story short, I should have been back to Lowell at like 5 o'clock, and I was leaving Memphis at 4:30. So my day did not go according to plan at all. So I got back at like 10 o'clock that night, I think it was. Really, really long day. And then, hey, Chrissy. Then we were off I was off the next day for the last day of unleavened bread. And then I trained a new guy Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of that week. He of all the, I think there's 5 guys now I've trained. I had the most fun with him of anybody. On our first day, we went up to
hi, Gina.
Hey, Gina. Our first day, normally we do like short runs, like something that, you know, you can get there and back, no problem in a day. Well, they ended up giving me a load that was a 700-mile load, which was from Siloam to Kansas City over to Columbia, Missouri, and back down again. So we ended up I had to drive, and then he had to drive to make sure we could get it all covered, and, you know, so nobody ran over their 11. Well, we got into a discussion.
Hey.
Hey, Philip. We got into the discussion on the way back that started with
Eyes are blurry.
I can't remember if it was, I think it was, essential oils. She has a little On Guard and spray thing that for washing my hands. So he was asking about it, and I started talking about essential oils, which then led into vaccines, which then led into the Bible and commandment keeping. And we basically talked about all that stuff from the east side of Springfield, Missouri, all the way back to Lowell. So I mean, it was a good solid 3 hours. 3 hours of nonstop conversation.
I'm always the reason that he talks to his students about scripture.
Yep.
It always starts out with me.
It usually starts out with you making a phone call and I'm on Bluetooth, and they
forget.
can hear and whatever. But anyways, I mean, nothing like no conclusions were really came to. I mean, I presented to him with a lot of scripture that he had nothing for, which is no big, it's no big deal. But I had a lot of fun with him. I harassed him quite a bit about a few different things. Like at one point we were restrapping a load. Like we had a multiple delivery, and I told him, "Yeah, go ahead and throw the strap." And he threw the strap, and I thought I was clear of where it was going to come. And I was standing there talking to somebody on a forklift. Well, the strap hit me. So then I gave him crap the rest of the time about hitting me with the strap or whatever. But yeah, so had a good week finished out that week there. Made for a good week. And then this week, like I said, I left out on Monday with Eli, went to Columbia, and then came back. And then was gone the rest of the week. I was back home Friday at 1 o'clock. Well, I was done by 1. We went grocery shopping and everything. But still managed to get over 2,800 miles in only basically 4.5 days of driving. So I have tomorrow off. I've got a list of projects I'm going to try to get done. I got to change the oil in my truck.
The garden's getting done tomorrow.
Yeah, we're all working on the garden. I'm also going to clean up behind our shed and take some of the sheet metal that we have from our lean-to that got blown over like a year and a half ago. And I'm going to make an extension off of our shed, make a lean-to there we can park the lawnmower underneath it and maybe put some other things there. And what else am I going to do? Oh, if I got time, I'm going to try to go through the slab lumber that we got and build Max and Daisy a doghouse. So, and then if I also have time, I'll try to build the thing for dragging the driveway to smooth it out.
The new one is going.
Yes, we got the new mower. We got the new mower running.
The starter fixed, so we're good.
Yep. And got the ball joint put on it, so it's good. They got the whole field mowed. Oh, that's the other thing I'm gonna do tomorrow is finish mowing that. It's all been knocked down, but because it was so tall, the lawnmower missed some stuff. So I got to go back over it again, which we usually have to do that on the first mowing. And we have to go back over everything a second time, get it all knocked down nice and good, and then we can usually mow it once a week to keep up with it. So, but yeah, the new Cup Cadet is going strong. I love it. It's a good mower. I think you'd be able to handle it just fine. We'll get that umbrella put on it so nobody gets sunburnt.
I just don't like to mow.
I like to mow.
He made me not like mowing because when I was pregnant with Eli, he hated mowing. At one point, he literally paid somebody to come mow because he disliked it so much. And so I was like 5 months pregnant in the middle of summer outside mowing because he was throwing a fit about having to mow.
But it was with a push mower.
I don't care. I just like it a lot.
Have you even tried with a riding mower?
Yeah, I've rode the red one.
Okay.
I like being indoors. I'm not an outdoors person. I like camping and stuff like that and doing that, but I don't want to be outside when it's 100 degrees.
It's not 100 degrees.
Not right now.
But anyway, so that's what we got coming up tomorrow.
I'd rather be inside cooking.
I'm looking at our stack of plants over there. Are those going in tomorrow? Is that the plan?
No, they have to. This week. I gotta start taking them outside to get some sun.
So Scott's borrowing a tiller, right? And
It's
we're gonna till up the other half of the garden.
Yep, the rest of the garden. Well, no, all of it will get tilled up.
Even the part we put the manure on.
We're not gonna have this discussion right now.
Why not?
Because I'm not gonna have this discussion with you on here.
Why?
So we have to finish doing that and
apparently she doesn't want to have witnesses.
And we have to get that fixed or finish and get the sawdust put on, and then start planting seeds that need to go in the ground.
Like
zucchini and cucumbers and beans and not peas. I'm not doing peas. And corn and pumpkins and watermelon and cantaloupe and all of those jazz. All those.
I noticed there was some water standing in one spot of the garden after that storm we had last night.
That's where I always put the watermelon and cantaloupe on that side.
Yeah, and say whatever needs the most water, that's where right now you see where it looks like that's where you need to plant it.
I'm glad that we haven't put anything in the ground yet, because earlier this week, let's see if we got pictures.
I got a picture right now.
We got hail, like big hail, lots of hail.
Oh, hail.
I don't have any pictures.
I got a picture of it.
I don't. I thought I did, but I didn't. I guess I didn't. Anyways, we got some hail, and they would have totally ruined all of our plants if we had.
That's our deck.
It was like, yeah. So I'm glad we haven't got anything in the ground yet. I mean, as far as like plants that are up, but we'll start planting everything else. Hey, Amy. I'm telling you, yeah. Anyways,
you tell me you did what?
Nothing.
Hey, Amy. Oh, you said that already, didn't you? My bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, what else do you want to talk about tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's almost 20 minutes. You said I usually run around about my week for 20 minutes. So it's less than 20. Let's move on.
And you pretty much did.
Whatever.
I don't know. What y'all want to talk about?
Nothing?
I guess nothing. I think everything is like boring because we're all quarantined and stuck inside.
I'm not quarantined. Did Kim Jong-un die or not?
I read a thing that said he did. And if he did, then his sister will take over.
He has a sister?
Mm-hmm.
Is her name Kim Jong-un? Can you hack them and find out? No, I'm not a hacker like that by any means.
You're not a hacker at all. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not a hacker. I'm a researcher. Amy saw a meme, so it must be true. The meme game is strong. Talk about what we were discussing before we went on the show. Renovating the house.
Oh, yeah.
So we're trying to decide, because we like to fellowship with people, and we kind of cram a lot of people into a small space. So we're trying to figure out a way we could make it more accommodating, where we could fit more people more comfortably.
Well, not only that, but I personally like open space. I don't like
so
closed.
Ideally, I mean, the best solution is obviously get a bigger house, right? But that's not exactly like the most financially feasible option. So we were looking at things that we could do here to give us more space. And I thought, but well, we could add on, you know. So I was thinking like our bedroom and our master bath, you know, like our shower is like a stand-up shower that's big enough for one of us. And we hate that. So I thought, well, we could build on to the end of our house and build a whole new bathroom. And then what is our bathroom now could then become a add-on to the walk-in closet, and then like a what is that? What do they call that? A retreat area in our bedroom. But then we found out it's like $100 to $120 per square foot for an addition. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to spend $15,000 on a bathroom. That's just ridiculous. So we were looking at ways that we could just give us more space here in the house. So we're looking at that here in the living room. Like, let me turn the camera this way.
Don't do that. Just put it, just leave it, and I will take a picture and post it or show. You don't need to turn the camera all the way around.
I wasn't going to turn it all the way around. I was going to turn it so you can see this right here.
You don't, whatever. Do whatever you're going to do.
Anyways, about here in the living room, you know, for those that have been in our house, is take out all the cabinets that are here on this wall behind us and back here back there where you see the TV thing. Remove all of that. Remove the fireplace. Put in a wood stove, kind of like what the Woodsons have or like what Zach has, and then put windows on either side, like where these cabinets are.
Fred.
Put windows on either side so to let more light in here. And then
still got your head.
Yeah, edit that part out, please.
Stop. Nobody cares.
Somebody cares. Somebody said something about it.
I just did.
You weren't the only one. So yeah, the brown cabinets would come out, the fireplace would come out, and we'd put a wood stove in there and put windows in where the cabinets are at. And then back here in this corner, back here where that is, we could then put a sectional couch that would come along here and along that way. And then we could what did you say? Did we have the TV over here on this wall?
Yeah.
But then here on this wall behind us, you all know where the two archways is that goes into the entryway in the kitchen. Removing that wall all together. So it's one big solid open space from living room to kitchen. And then it's a free flowing area. We could then move the table here back into there. We could actually get a bigger table. And
thank you.
What?
Gina said you look pretty tonight.
Gina, she looks pretty every night. What you talking about?
No, I don't.
Anyways, so that would open this up then basically. So people could sit in here, people could sit in there, and we'd still all basically be together. Sectionals always make for close fellowship. How many Hebrews can you fit on a sectional?
In my case, I need distance, so like 4.
We used to have a nice big sectional.
I miss my couch.
If we got another one, would you get one with a chase on the end of it?
No.
I wouldn't either. I did not like that.
But I do miss my couch.
The long thing, yeah. No, nobody ever sat on it. But I would just have ones with more recliners. I'd have recliners on the ends and maybe extra recliner or two in the middle.
I need a bigger couch. I need a bigger house, y'all. Just what it is.
We don't necessarily need a bigger house. We just need to utilize the floor space that we have.
So we totally disagree on this because he doesn't want to spend more money, and I understand that. He doesn't want to spend a lot of money, and I get it. But he doesn't have time to do a lot of the work that needs to be done, which means we have to hire somebody to do it, which means that costs more money.
It won't cost more money. It wouldn't cost more than what buying a new house would.
No.
It would cost more money than me doing it myself, but it would actually get done versus me trying to do it one day a week. And even if I took time off of work, well, that's cost money because it's lost wages. So I might as well pay somebody to do it and do it right and knows what they're doing instead of me, going off and doing it half-cocked trying to figure out what I'm doing because I'm not experienced. I agree with that stuff.
I totally agree with that. I'm just saying. I'm okay with either way. Here's the deal. I'm content with whatever. Would I like something else bigger, that's more roomier, that's more homey? Yes. But
what's up, homie?
But if I don't get that and this is what the Father wants us to have and it is what it is, then I'm okay with that. Like I'm not going to complain about it, but I would like something else.
Just drink some wine, Philip said. That's good advice for anybody.
It's not about changing it for other people. It's just, I personally, Gina can attest to this. I hate my kitchen. Like, I hate it a lot because I like to cook. I like cooking for people. I like having people over to cook. My dining room table is in my living room because I have no other room for it. But I have not enough cabinet space or counter space in my kitchen to do what I would like to do. And there's no, like, the way that they did the layout totally sucks. I don't like it. I need a bigger
commercial
kitchen.
If we do a commercial kitchen, I'm gonna have a commercial stove with the flat top and like 6 propane burners and all that.
But okay, do I not? I like to cook for people.
I do too.
Okay.
I made omelets for breakfast this morning.
They
were bomb, were they not?
Nope. They were really good. But he likes to cook certain things. You don't like to cook like what I do.
No, not to that extent, but if we had a bunch of people over and had a flat top grill, I'd be like, we can grill up like 24 burgers right now.
He's turned into Philip and he burns everything. So I don't like when he cooks on the grill.
Okay, what I'm talking about and that are 2 different things. So who's going to be in your commercial?
I'm just saying, I need a kitchen that flows. Out of everything in the house, what is my main complaint?
The kitchen.
The kitchen. That's it. So,
anybody want to buy
when everybody comes over and everything comes over, I literally have to move my stuff out of the way to be able to put other people's stuff. And then even then, we don't have enough room. We have to bring in tables or whatever. Like.
So anybody want to buy a single wide?
Yeah, Dustin. So my thinking, like we have looked at places that we have found.
Come together right now.
No.
Build a barn.
I don't think there's basements here.
Not very many people have. There's too many rocks in the ground. But that would be something I would like to at least have like a partial basement if we could. At least at the very least a storm shelter.
But not a lot. I don't think there's a lot of basements. There may be some, but I don't think there's a lot.
Not like what it is in Michigan.
Not like Michigan.
Everybody in Michigan has a basement, it seems like.
Jess said there's a whole lot of Torah family that would come over on a Sunday and help remodel. If the Amish can build a barn as a community in a day, then Torah fam should come together for y'all.
We did that for Dell. Remember we built that shop, everybody come together in a day, and we put that, for the most part, put that shop together.
I agree that like that can be done, but still like the other thing is that we have to agree on things and we don't agree on anything. Do we agree on house stuff?
No, because she wants to do a double wide and I'd rather do stick built.
I would love to do a stick built, but when are you gonna get it done?
I'll hire it done, obviously. We'd have to get financing to get a double wide. We might as well get financing and get a stick built home.
But then we have
to what?
We have to pay off this in order to be able to sell it or trade it or do whatever. Then we have to get another loan.
Stick people there. Is Ryan over there typing for Philip? Because that sounds like something Ryan would say, not Philip.
My head hurts.
Is Ryan on his... No, Ryan wouldn't be going back till tomorrow if he's going back.
I don't know, y'all. We're just talking about it, but he's got to make a decision at what he wants to do because it's not my decision. I'm leaving that up to him. He has to make a decision because if he doesn't make a decision soon, I'm just going to start doing stuff.
Well, the first thing you need to do is, like I said, get the model number information off of this, take it to Clayton Homes and see what they would give us.
No, you have to go with me. There is no we. Because I'll go up in there and be like, okay, what you going to do? Go find me a house or go find me a place.
That's not the way it works.
I'm just saying.
That's not the way it works. Because the first step is find out how much they're going to give you.
Yeah.
And they might say, well, what home are you interested? You say, it doesn't matter what home I'm interested. You tell me how much you're going to give me on my trade. And then they might say, well, if you're looking at a bigger, more expensive home, we might give you a little bit more value on your trade-in. Then I'd say, okay, we'll give you a ballpark then. If I look at a home in the $80,000 price range, how much are you going to give me for a trade-in? If I look at a home in the $120,000 price range, how much are you going to give me for a trade-in? And you work the numbers from there.
Mm-hmm. I might as well be single.
Good night, folks.
I'm just saying, you always want me to do everything on my own. You don't ever want to do anything with me. You wanted to have this discussion. Let's have this discussion.
It's not okay. Were we not in town on Friday?
I would tell them how much I wanted.
That's the thing is, I don't know the market for homes traded in, what their value is. But you knew you were meeting on Friday. You should have had that.
I didn't think about it until we were almost to Springdale.
But you should have. She's fixing her makeup. But I'm not saying you'd have to do it by yourself. I'm saying that's the first step.
You just said that I need to go by myself and do it.
No, you said you need to get that. But that's the thing. But you don't. Okay, yes, you can go do that by yourself because you don't need me to go do that. If it works out in my schedule where I'm home when they're open, then yeah, I've got no problem doing that. But you literally don't need me to walk in there with you to say, hey, I have.
It's not. Never mind. I have a headache. Let's stop talking about this.
We've discussed the home stuff before on here.
Yeah, I know.
So what else do you want to talk about? 2 words, Stella Rosa.
Yeah, I need a whole
one of the houses we were looking at was called the Stella. She's like, see, it's meant to be for me. Okay, there was 12. Now there's 11 people in here. And there's only 2 thumbs up. So give us those thumbs up, please.
Look at my pretty cup.
Don't spill water.
I'm not going to spill water. There's only a little bit. I'm not an idiot.
I didn't say you were.
It was made. What is his business called?
Masters Mark.
Masters
LLC.
Mark.
That's the other thing I want to do tomorrow is do a video on the door boards. Thank you, Gina. It is a nice cup. Or as Kenny calls it, my bottomless cup.
Yeah, Matt Adams, he has a Facebook page. It's called Masters Mark. Is that what it is?
Masters Mark LLC.
And he makes cups and he does a whole bunch of everything.
Hey, Samson and Tara.
But Gina had these made for some of us. They're cute. And it's cursive, and I like cursive.
Oh, the curriculum. That's something else we got.
Yeah, I got Eli's curriculum yesterday, and I'm super excited about it. Super, super, super excited about it. I don't know if that makes anybody else happy, but it sure makes me happy.
We're trying a new curriculum out this.
Yep, we're doing Alpha and Omega this year. Well, this next year. And so we actually went back a grade just because that way he can have some review and see their new, or since we're switching curriculums to just make sure.
The new curriculum is more thorough than the old one.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why he needs to go back a grade, because what's in 4th grade in one is 3rd grade in the other. So he needs to have that catch up review.
So, but I'm glad because I was going through the books and so I was going through his books and stuff. And so a lot of stuff will be review, but his math he'll start fractions, and he hasn't done fractions yet. So he'll start that with this curriculum. And then he has there was one more other thing that was different.
Is it the literature arts one?
No.
Language arts?
Language arts instead of English, but it's the same. he'll be doing vocabulary words and stuff like that. And so I like that too. And he said he just started in the curriculum that we've been using. He just started doing vocabulary words. And so, but this one they started a grade earlier. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for him to do it. I like it because it's where's it at? Will you go get me one of the boxes, please? Go this way. I don't care. Yes, ma'am. So I'm trying to be more efficient with him of like sitting down and checking things and making sure he's getting things and doing things right and stuff like that. And I haven't been consistent with it. And so I'm trying to do that with this next round. The couple reasons why I chose this one is because it's a little tougher, and I think he needs something that's a little more that's not so easy, because he just flies through stuff and then he gets bored and then he doesn't want to do it. And so this will be a little bit more difficult. And then they also have a Bible. They also have a Bible curriculum, which is amazing. And like Dustin's sister uses Alpha and Omega, and when they came back in January, his niece was asking Eli questions about the feast and if we celebrate certain holidays and stuff like that, because she was learning about them in her curriculum, in her Bible curriculum. And so I loved that they were talking about that and stuff like that. And so I have not got him a Bible curriculum out of any of the stuff, because we just read together and then talk about it, where this will have like more questions and certain things. And so him and I still will do it together, but it will be like things that I wouldn't even think about to ask. You missed us arguing. So this is their history and geography. And so it's like packets.
Kevin was saying he misses everybody so much.
Oh, I thought he said, what did we miss?
He said, good evening, everyone who we miss so much. Kevin, you guys got to come over here. We want to go to your place too, though.
So
if I wasn't so busy tomorrow, I'd say tomorrow would be a good day, but we got a lot of outdoor stuff we got to get done tomorrow.
So that was the teacher's guide. So this is the packets. Anyways, I'm super excited for him to start these. There's 10 units. They call them units. There's 10 units in each subject. And the way that they do it is, if he doesn't pass the test, then they have a secondary test. And if he doesn't pass that test, then he actually has a third test. And so that way they know that like they understand it or whatever. Where with the curriculum that we've been using, they only have one test. And if you fail it, then you literally do the whole book all over. And so, yeah, this is a little bit different. The one thing, this is like up to date though too, which is nice. The other one is a little bit outdated. Like his niece is in the 5th grade and she's actually learning about like the World Trade Centers and all of that jazz. So when 9/11 and all of that. And so I think that's kind of cool. No matter your opinion on it, it's nice that they're teaching them that she's learning about that.
Kevin said, I just hit that like button. I feel better now. Thank you, Kevin.
And it comes in a box, which I like because I can put it all back in the box. And then his whole grade or all of his curriculum will go in a box and it'll be easy to store
I still have boxes somewhere. I have at least one box from Alpha Omega Curriculum from my senior year of high school. And I think I have old CD cases in it now, or I did have.
Where like it comes in a box. Every subject comes in its own box. And so I liked that part of it.
What's in the box?
I ordered them when they were on sale, which is nice too. So thank you, stimulus.
Yeah, I was to say thank you, Trump.
But we'll probably start it in June, I'm thinking.
No summer for you.
Mm-mm. I don't like taking a lot of breaks. Like he does so little in a day. I don't like taking breaks in the summer because then it's such a struggle to get him to start again. And we take so many breaks during the school year, like with Sukkot. And
there's almost 2 weeks off for Sukkot when you have the week of and then preparing on either side or preparing ahead of time and then putting everything away afterward. It's almost 2 weeks of.
But like during the garden, like when we're putting stuff in, he doesn't typically do school. When he in the fall when the harvest comes in and we're doing canning and stuff like that, he won't have school. So like we take so many breaks that him doing a couple hours a day during the summer doesn't bother me. We do school year.
Eli, the Turners only do school 2 hours every day.
I'm not that nice.
Well, not every day, but so obviously they don't do it.
See, I wasn't homeschooled. I went to public school. He was public school and homeschooled.
I'm just picking on you.
So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh, come on. I'm just picking on you.
Okay. Did you know that ringing a bell helps people forget things? Let's ring one between each class.
Really? Ringing a bell makes you forget things?
Ding, 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 ding.
What was we talking about? Any recommendations on good teaching to read techniques or curriculum? What'd you use for teaching?
So what I used for Eli, I don't remember what it was called. I would have to ask Zach. It was a reader. I don't remember who it's from, but Jamie let me use it for Eli. And basically she used it with Joshua, and then she was going to use it with Caleb. The first year, his first grade year, we did nothing but reading and math. And so I just got like a book from Walmart that had math stuff in it. But so I took this book and literally the first page, all it says is the. And so every day we would just read a couple pages, and then eventually it became like memorization. And then he just started picking it up. And I started this in September of his first grade year. And by December, he totally was like reading the Bible. Like he reads sometimes better than I do. Like he has, yeah. So, and that's what we would do. So we started with reading scripture, and that's how he learned to love reading. And that boy will pick up any kind of book and he's reading right now, probably.
He's finishing up Where the Red Fern Grows right now. Let's see. You're literally on the last page?
Well, like that's for a different book.
He just got it on last week.
Literally, Oh, it's for this one?
But that's what we did.
So yeah, he's at the he just finished it. He's reading an excerpt from another book.
I don't remember what it was called, but it was really cool because it was straight scripture. It just started in Genesis, and that's how he learned. That's how he learned. Yeah. I'll have to see if I'll go back through my messages with Jamie and see if I can find it, but I loved it. I loved it. It was just like a small book, and literally every day was like you added a new word, and so the first day was the and
What was the second day?
I don't know. But in September he couldn't read anything, and by December he was full blown sentence. So that's just what worked for us. We do have phonics stuff too, but we never tried it because the other worked. I think that might have been it.
That does sound familiar to me.
Let me go look.
The Rod and Staff Reader.
Yeah, I think that actually was
if you search
it.
that in your messages and that was it, it'll pop up. That sounds right to me. Are you just gonna look in your messages?
I'm just gonna Google it because all I need to do is see it.
Ben spelled her name wrong twice.
Yep.
That's it. Yep. That's it. Rod and Staff.
Yep, it's Rod and Staff. Why can't I see pictures? So that's what it looked like, John. It wasn't that one.
It said reading grade 1. Just change it to reader. Excuse me. Reader. Pardon my yawn.
But that's what it looked like. No, that's not right. That is.
That's the same one you just clicked on.
Yeah. Anyways, that's what we used, and we liked it for him.
Ben said the learning to read in 100 easy lessons is a little more methodical than the Rod and Staff.
Yeah. I just know I was at my wit's end trying to get him to read, and that totally worked. So, but everybody's, different. All kids are different. You have to figure out what works for your child. Is that it?
I can't think of anything else to talk about.
Nope, I think we're done.
And Marcy just showed up too.
Mm-hmm. Anything else we need to talk about? We're boring tonight, besides our fighting.
We didn't fight. For us, that was not a fight.
Not yet.
Not. Somebody come over before we end the show. Now, if we don't have a show next week, they'll be like, "What happened?" Ben wants to know if you're feeling well. Oh, the suicide jumper. The last I heard, Marcy, time to make up. That's a good idea. We can go do that.
No.
The suicide jumper, last I heard, okay, so the guy, I guess, went out there at like 9 o'clock in the morning. And from what I read online on the news, they did not get him down from the bridge until 6:15 that evening. So he was up there for 9 hours.
I never saw anything on the news that, like, what happened.
Yeah, I read the next day. It said they finally got him down off the bridge at 6:15 in the evening, which is crazy. Yeah, quarantine is driving people crazy. And I don't know. I mean, obviously that person has to go for psychiatric evaluation, but I have no idea what the circumstances are stemming from it. If they're, didn't get their stimulus check or lost their job, or I think it was a guy, I believe, if I remember correctly. Too bad he wasn't essential. No kidding. And look at all the essential workers that are on the highway that were getting held up for that. I'm sorry, I was picking on you.
Okay. Is Cassie feeling well? No, Cassie's not feeling well. I actually have a really bad headache. I've had a headache a couple hours, but so I've been dealing with some medical stuff more as usual this week, and my blood sugars are like really out of control. And so I'm working on that.
You kind of got something squared away and figured out a little bit this week.
Well, I think I figured out a little bit. The progesterone that I've been taking that the doctors had me on can cause a increase in glucose, because my numbers were like in the 200s, almost 300. So hey, Kenny, I have to give it to you. You made me laugh.
Did Kenny make you laugh, or did what I suggested make you laugh?
Oh no, I was reading what he said. I didn't see what you were doing.
Darn, I thought I made you laugh.
Nope, he did.
So Kenny, I clicked on the 3 dots next to your name next to your comment, and it gives the options to report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel, and add moderator. And I was hovering over the put user in timeout, and that's when she started laughing. I thought I made her laugh, but you did it. Congratulations. That earns you a wrench.
So, but my blood sugar has been like it's not been good. And so we actually, with all of that, we decided for now that we're done trying to get pregnant. And because we were going to go do the IUI this month, and then we were told that we had to wait a month, so then we were going to go next month. And now with my blood sugar being the way that it is, we decided to wait, because if I get pregnant while that's high, they're going to want to put me on insulin, and it turns into a whole process, because if I go on insulin, then I can't have a midwife and I can't have a home birth because of all of that jazz. And I would have to go to the hospital, which means I'd have to have a C-section. I would be high risk, and having a C-section means that when I have the baby, they will instantly give them formula because they have to regulate their sugar. And so it's just a crazy cycle that I don't want to deal with right now. And so we're just kind of like in limbo. But the stupid thing is I've been fasting, and I only do 1 meal a day. So it's totally weird that it would it would shoot up like it has. But I know the progesterone, I know stress can do it. But I feel like it's been going on for a while, and I just now finally took my numbers to check. And so this week I've been very good. I haven't cheated at all. And I've been very picky about what I'm eating, when I'm eating, and making sure I'm testing my blood or my glucose. My fingers are totally over it. But I have found foods that my body likes better, which is mostly a protein, and a salad. Like, that's pretty much it. Like, my body functions better off of that. So, a burger with no bun and a salad, or chicken and vegetables and a salad,
Or an omelet with steak, onions, and peppers, and
or an
cheese.
omelet. So, yeah, I'm probably going to call them on Monday and talk to them, because I've been taking that, which is another thing that's like, yeah. So I'm sure that I will have to be taking a whole bunch more.
What did Ryan see?
That's the article.
What?
Philip, I'm picky about what I am eating and when I have to be awake, and it has to be hot or cold. What? No.
Has Kenny even commented since he got a wrench? I haven't seen him comment yet.
Probably not. You're just wrenching everybody.
What's going to be funny is when the moderators turn on each other and start deleting each other's comments or putting each other in timeout.
They will, now that you said that.
Because that's the kind of ship we run.
Did you block him?
Maybe you accidentally blocked him. Oh, there he
No.
is. He's got a wrench. Okay, Kevin, be safe out there. Don't shoot anything you don't want to shoot.
But that was the other thing, is that I have been doing 1 meal a day. I've been, since Passover, I pretty much went on keto-ish, but I gained like 5 pounds in a week, which shouldn't have happened. And that's never happened when I've done it, like, ever. So something's going on with my body. But I'm on fertility medicine, I'm on vitamins, and I have the astaxanthin, and I'm taking so much stuff. Who knows? Who knows?
I was home 5 days last week and gained enough weight that I couldn't fit into my kilt comfortably this week. I was like, this is kind of too tight around my belly. It hurts to sit in it.
So I'm putting my family on a strict, except for when we go places. They can have whatever everybody else has cooked, but when it's at home, we're on strict plan.
I want to support her in what she's doing, so I'm not going to ask her to get anything when we go grocery shopping that she could then have in the house. That would then be a temptation for her to have. So if something that she can't have, then I'm not going to eat it either. Oh, I can't read it. I'm sorry that happened to you, Dallas. Do you know what JK means, Eli? My 10-year-old knows what JK means. He doesn't even get on the internet.
It's called I have friends.
You don't have any friends. You just have people that tolerate you.
But I am glad that
He rolled his eyes at me.
I'm glad that when I decide to go on these adventures, that he's like, okay, what do you want me to do? He eats crap, and sometimes he'll bring crap home. You've brought in junk home.
Like what?
You've brought oh, the cat. I just stepped on her, scratched me. You've brought little candies and stuff home.
Like
Eli's
what?
told on you.
No. Okay, those little. Okay, she's talking about those little. They look like little orange
He leaves
slices.
them in the truck.
I leave them in my truck where I'm at, where nobody else is. I leave them in my pickup truck because she told me to go to Tractor Supply and pick up dog food. And I was standing there at the line waiting, and there was a bag of them there. And they have the ones at Tractor Supply. They have the ones that have orange and lime and cherry. And I was like, ooh, they're only like $2. So I got them, and I ate some of them on the way home, and I left them in my truck. Well, then the next day, Eli rode with me, and then he said something about them. But I didn't bring them home into the house where other people would get at them.
Go get my my new dip that I had just bought. So yesterday, because I wanted to get something that I could eat. Like when he's home, he likes to snack, whatever. And so I'm like, I want to get something that I can eat that won't shoot my stuff way up. So I bought this. I found this at Sam's Club. It's smoked Gouda pimento cheese. Oh my gosh. Pimento.
Right.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so good. So good.
They are literally sitting in the same room with each other, arguing back and forth in our chat room. This is a scene from Dodgeball is about to play out in their living room. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
So I've been finding little things that I can do. But tonight I wanted chocolate. I really wanted brownies with ice cream and caramel on top.
And that's bad. That's bad. You can't have that.
So I didn't get it. And I haven't been drinking either because we decided that I'm not going to drink any alcohol right now because what I like is super sweet. And so I'm going to avoid it at the moment.
Did you read what Ben said? Lauren has been eating carefully and has been using nutritional yeast in our food. A few days ago, she accidentally dumped too much in our eggs. We learned that nutritional yeast can be a very effective laxative.
I used nutritional yeast a few years ago, but I didn't think about putting it in food like that because I know it has a lot of good benefits. So I just put it in a cup of water and it was disgusting and I couldn't eat it or couldn't drink it. But knowing that you can put it in food, that might actually be a good thing to try too.
What does it do to eggs, Ben? Does it change the consistency of them?
It probably tasted disgusting.
Or does it change the flavor? Does it give them a flavor?
Thank you, Marcy. I've been working on the curly girl method. I've messed with it too much today, so it's kind of flat.
It's flat
in the back, but
compared to what it was.
But in the front,
Here you can see it.
Super curly. So I've been working on the curly girl method, and I bought some really expensive shampoo and stuff to use on it that's specifically for curly hair. So
Makes them taste cheesy. We put cheese in our eggs anyway, generally speaking. Well, like today, our omelets had cheddar cheese and a mozzarella provolone mix. I had cheddar, mozzarella provolone, and pepper jack, and then Eli had the same as what she had.
I like cheese. But see, I think that's what I'm going to start doing because my numbers after I eat is not horrible. It's mostly my fasting number. And when I get up in the morning and I check, my fasting is good. Not good, but it's better than what it originally was. But sometime between when I check it at 9 and 11 o'clock, I dump sugar or insulin, whatever. And it jumps 40 grams or milligrams, whatever it is. And so it jumps up to almost 200. And so I'm thinking that when I get up, as much as I hate and I'm not hungry and I hate to eat, I need to make something, do an egg with sausage or something with some protein that will maybe not make it. So I'm going to try that, I think, tomorrow and see if that works. I really, really want to do a fast, and I was going to do one this weekend, but I want to do one when he's home so that if something happens, he's here.
You can take care of that cheese, please.
No, you're good. And so I think maybe next weekend I might do a 3-day fast.
There's something else. We might be getting high-speed internet here soon. We got a paper in the mail. Where is that paper at, by the way? I haven't seen it yet.
I don't know.
Coffee. She doesn't like coffee.
I don't know what I did with it.
But we're getting high-speed internet in our area finally. And so they have two packages. They have the 100 meg upload download one. There's no data caps. That's like $40 a month, or the 1,000 meg upload download. It's like $80. I think we're gonna get it. We're probably just gonna get the $40 package to start with, because that's comparable speed to what we have on our cell phones. Well, the upload is, or no, the download. The upload is way faster than what. That's the the Ozark Go. Through the internet one, or through the electric company. So the upload is way faster than what we have from our cell phone. So like for this right now, doing the show, it's considered an upload. We shouldn't definitely have any lagging issues.
No,
we shouldn't have any lagging issues at all. So no, it's not 5G. It's fiber.
It's fiber, not 5G.
So yeah, we saw out there on 412 between your place and our place where they had the big giant spools out.
This
where they were
is
running
the
stuff
goal
out.
for all of my hair. That's the goal. That's what I'm working towards.
Dang, I'm gonna have to get you a stick.
I like those curls. That's all natural curl
too.
It's not with a curling iron, but I want all of it to be that way, not just little bits. So that's what I'm working towards. Anyways. It'll be nice. I will be glad when we have internet.
You have internet now.
Yeah, but I have it on my phone and it's a pain in the behind.
Now you're going to want a better laptop, right? Yeah. Or do you want a desktop?
No, I don't want a desktop. I want a laptop. I want something I can sit on the couch and do.
Is it want a screen this size, or is it going to be bigger?
No, that's probably that.
Well, if we have a wireless network, which we will, we probably could set up where you could wirelessly transmit from your laptop to the television. Well, this is a smart TV,
They're
right?
putting in poles to run fiber here too.
So yeah, there's got to be a thing you can do that.
Most of Lauren's sisters do curly girl. I like the curly girl method. I like it a lot. I just bought a satin like cap to wear at nighttime. He freaked out last night. I just wanted to see if I could wear it and if it was comfortable, and it was fine. It stayed on all night.
You
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
You've already like opened your mouth and stuck your foot in it a few times. You want to get some more?
No, because I've only got 2 feet. I've at least done it twice, so I'm good. Next, I'll have to start sticking ankles and knees in. I'm not going to do that.
But I really like the curly girl method a lot. Yes, there is definitely ways to do that. To do what?
The wirelessly transmitting from the laptop to the TV, which we have a smart TV. It's a Roku TV, so.
Did Cassie decide to stop wearing coverings? That's actually been a subject in our house lately, huh?
You brought it up, not me.
But it's been something that we've been talking about again. So back this summer, I decided to stop covering for a few different reasons. A couple that are not so good reasons that I'm not going to go into. But a little bit of it is, yeah, I'm not going to go in there. But
don't feel bad because I don't even know the reasons.
No, you don't.
So.
But I missed certain things about my hair, and I know he likes to see my hair. He likes it curly, which is why I'm trying to work on getting it curly again, because I've straightened it so much that it's just whatever. And so I stopped covering for a while, and I've been talking to him about covering again. I feel convicted. I just don't know. I don't want to do the whole go back and forth, do it, don't do it. So like, if this is what I'm supposed to do, then it needs to be a decision that's done for the rest of my life. So I don't know. Dustin doesn't care if I cover or not. He's never asked me to. He's never not asked me not. Well, he has asked me not to, like at home when he's home because he wants to see my hair. But he's never asked me.
You never realize how much you enjoy your wife's hair and seeing her hair until she starts covering up and you don't see it very much.
Yeah. So, but it's not something that he's like, hey, I want you to do this, or no, I don't want you to do this.
That's why I said earlier I need to get you a stick when you're showing all those curls. Because
so I don't know. It may be something that I just do while I'm praying or reading. I don't know. I'm just praying about it and trying to figure out what's best for me. I do feel like though, like that I need to, and I don't necessarily want to. For a few different reasons. But I mainly stopped because of what it was to other people. So it had nothing to do with me, but the way other people looked at me because I covered, there were times that when we did other show, like when we did the last year with the halls with Patricia, we did a show and there were so many people that was like, oh, it's so good to see somebody covering, and like it was a big deal to them, and I'm just like, it made me uncomfortable. And then there's other people that, you know, are like, do you think you're like too good and that you're like high and mighty because you cover? And so it's just, or they make me feel that way. And so I just, yeah. So I just stopped. So I stopped for the wrong reasons. I guess that's the point.
So you're gonna start again?
I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't know. I have so many issues. And I have a lot of self-esteem issues. And my hair is the one thing that I like about myself, like no matter what. And so I don't know if I don't want to cover it up again because I like it. And it's the one thing that makes me feel pretty or whatever. But then I feel like I should cover because I'm making that important and it shouldn't be. So, yeah.
John, to answer your question, that's what I'm drinking. Ben says, if it is a sign of submission to your husband to cover and your husband is not convicted, that's Adam from Michigan.
Mm.
Half our audience is in Michigan right now. You poor people with your governor. Although I have to say I was proud of y'all for the whole gridlock thing, and I was kind of like a little bit jealous. Like, man, I kind of wish I was in Michigan right now. I think I had to take my truck and just parked it across 2 or 3 lanes. Of course, then I probably would have been in trouble because I was actually impeding traffic at that point. But
Help Dustin with what?
Help me with what exactly? See, this is one of those times where I'm like, I wish They could just like pop into a voice chat.
Be together as far as what?
The head covering.
The head covering of agreeing to do it or not to do it.
That's up. I mean, honestly, that's up to her if she wants to. I mean, it doesn't matter to me if she feels like she needs to. You know, this is how I look at it from what I've seen from other people. The men, usually the men that say, "Hey, you've got to tell their wife they've got to cover," are usually the controlling ones. And I'm not going to be that guy. If she wants to cover, she can cover. I'm fine with that. If she doesn't want to cover, I'm fine with that too. She's got beautiful hair. If she wants to show it off, great. If she wants to cover it up and leave it just for me, great. I reap the benefits either way. So I'm fine either way it goes.
I can hear a cat under the house.
Yeah, that's something else I need to get taken care of. I gotta get to the store and get the stuff for down there.
It's not a commandment. It's not. And I like, that's one thing that I try not to do. Like, I don't try to force anybody to do it. I hope that I've never came across that way. Like, it's your choice. It's between you and your husband. It's not a commandment. My packages. I need to.
Adam, how is things looking for you guys? Getting out of commie again and moving this way. What do you need?
My thing. I need to check my sugar.
She's got to check her blood sugar now. Soon. Like how soon? Are you guys already looking at properties? Wait. Kevin had to go look at some property for some people. Was he looking at property for y'all? That's cool. I had just now put that together. I remember seeing that he had posted something about that, and I was like, oh, I wonder who he knows is coming to the area. And I totally spaced that y'all hung out, know each other and everything, and he was looking for you guys. That's cool.
Ouch.
John said, Jenna.
I read it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He said, go for it and be proud.
It's not going to read. Dang it. I didn't do enough.
Did it read error that fast?
Yeah.
You gotta quit doing that. Those strips are not that expensive, actually.
They're not that expensive.
But you have to keep poking your finger, and that's why your fingers are.
I know. Ouch.
There you go. It's weird. It's almost like it sucks the blood in there.
See that white strip?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it has to.
Ooh, that's high.
Mm-hmm.
Do you put the used ones in there? Oh, okay. Keep all the sharps and everything there.
Speaking of moving, anyone know any land lenders? Please PM me. I will check it tomorrow. 2 things could be on there.
Land lenders. Oh, like financing just to buy land? I don't know of any. Or are you looking for somebody to lend you to some land to use? Well, Ben, if you have to flee and need a place to go, as you know, you're more than welcome to come here. We'll do whatever we can to help out if you guys are in that situation. We have 3.5 acres, and we can fit a lot of people in tents here if we need to.
But it's getting summer, so just be ready for 100 degrees.
That's a great way to lose weight, though. No AC in the summer in Arkansas. When we did that in the RV, I dropped 30 pounds in a month. So what time is it? It's 11 o'clock. So anything else you want to talk about?
Nope. I've been mad. I laughed and I cried. I think we're good to go.
You're good to go? Sorry, I made you mad.
Okay.
So, well, we're going to call it quits. It's been 1 hour and 20. That's the 80 minutes of us just babbling. I don't know why you guys watch us, but you do. We appreciate it. I just realized Josh and Mel didn't comment very much. Josh was on briefly, and then that was it. So we will see you all. We should be here next week. We need to get back on schedule doing this every week.
Yeah, something like that.
So have a good night. Hope you guys had a blessed Shabbat. Be safe out there. And we'll see you all next week. Wait. One more thing. Hey, Sims 50. We almost forgot about you. We almost forgot about you, but we remembered at the very end.
You're funny.
So, good night, everybody. Love you guys. Be safe out there.
Right.
And remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Keep your stick on the ice.